Hello. Hi, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I'm glad to hear you're doing well too. My name is Misty, and I'm calling from the Lucky Survey Company. Have you heard of us before? Oh, you have? Oh, that's so excellent. Yeah, well, you've been randomly selected to participate in one of our surveys tonight. Yeah, we collect information about everyday people to learn more about their preferences, habits, and feelings of those of you in the local population. And if you have just about 20 minutes to spare today and you want to participate, I'll be able to send you a $500 gift card just for answering a few basic questions for me today. Yeah, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Amazing. That's fantastic. No, we don't collect any of your personal information at all, except for your email address, as I will need a place to send you your gift card at the conclusion of the survey. Do you have an email that you're comfortable sharing with me today? You do? Okay, excellent. Let me just get the spot open. Okay, I can type your email whenever you're ready. Okay, fantastic. And at gmail.com. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Can you just repeat that to me one more time to make sure that I have it spelled correctly? At gmail.com. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions before I jump into the first section? Yes, the survey has 11 different sections, and each has only 4 or 5 questions per section. And in total, the survey should take less than 20 minutes of your time. Perfect. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. So I'm just going to take some really brief notes as you answer the questions. Nothing too detailed. And if you could just answer whatever you're comfortable with as much or little detail as you're willing to share. Okay? Perfect. So for section 1, this is all about just sort of general comfort and your environment that you're in at the moment. So I'm going to jump into it. Can I first start by asking, are you sitting or standing right now? Okay. And would you say that you're comfortable? Okay, excellent. Perfect. Next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cozy is your current environment? With 10 being the coziest. What comes to mind first? Okay. Perfect. And why do you say that for your environment? Why did you give it that number? Okay. Thank you. Next question is, what is the lighting like where you are? Is it bright, dim? Is there a lot of natural light? How would you describe it? Okay. And is there a window near you? Okay, and can you see through it, or is there anything blocking your view? And what do you see through that window? Can you just briefly describe what you see outside? Buildings, trees, anything like that? Okay. Thank you. And what is the temperature like for you right now? Just in the environment that you're in. Is it too hot, too cold, or just right? Okay, good. Okay, that's it for section 1. So let's move down to section 2 now. And first question of this part is, without looking at a clock, what time do you think it is? Take your best guess. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And what day of the week does it feel like to you emotionally? Not what the day actually is, but what does it feel like to you today? Okay. Any particular reason why it feels that way? Cool, perfect. Next is, if you had to describe this current season of your life as a time of day, what would it be? Morning, afternoon, evening, or night? current season of your life, how you feel things are moving. Okay, just what comes to mind first. Okay, sounds good. Perfect. And do you feel like time is moving quickly or slowly for you lately? Mm, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. And when you think about next year, does it feel close or far away? When you think about next year. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And that's it for section 2. We are on to section 3. Perfect. Okay, yeah, sounds good. So, my first question from this section is, what is the very first thing you do when you wake up before you even get out of bed? Okay, good. And on average, how many times would you say that you hit the snooze button on your alarm in the morning? Can be honest. Okay, good. And are you someone who makes your bed? Okay, and do you do that immediately after you get up or later in the day? Okay. Next, what is your ideal breakfast? Not what you usually eat for breakfast, but if you could have anything at all for breakfast, what would you want to have? That's a good one. Oof, absolutely. Amazing. And if you have anything to drink in the morning, is it usually coffee, tea, or something else? Okay, good. And do you usually add anything to it? Okay, fantastic. You're doing great so far. Moving right along, we are at section 4. What is a smell that instantly makes you feel calm? Something that makes you feel calm, a scent. Oh, I definitely agree with you on that one. And is there a texture that you absolutely cannot stand touching? A texture that you really don't like? Ooh, okay, yeah, I can see that. Good. And what would you say is your favorite sound in nature? Do you like rain, ocean waves, wind through the trees? Anything that comes to mind that you really like in nature? Good choice. And if you could only eat foods of one color for the rest of your life, what color would you choose? Okay, good. And what temperature of shower do you prefer? Do you take scalding hot ones or do you like cold showers? Okay, good. Fantastic. Moving right along. We're at section 5. What is a food that takes you right back to your childhood whenever you taste it? Okay, interesting. Do you get to have that often? Okay, good. And did you have a favorite hiding place when you were a child? Favorite spot to hide? Yeah, okay, where was it? Do you remember? Fantastic, thanks for sharing that. And do you remember, what did you want to be when you grew up? First thing you remember wanting to be? Classic. Was there a book or a story that someone read to you that you remember really vividly from when you were young? Oh, okay, yeah, I think I remember that one. Good. And do you recall having a comfort object of some kind? Like a blanket or a stuffed animal, something like that? Right, okay, that's a good one. Perfect. Lovely. Next section, we're on section 6. What is something that you do every single day without fail? And if there isn't anything, you can say nothing, but can you think of something you do every day? Okay, good. And do you have a side of the bed that you sleep on? Is it the right or the left side? Or kind of in the middle? Okay. Perfect. How many pillows do you have on your bed, including decorative pillows? Okay. Good. And what is the last thing that you do before you go to sleep at night? Very last thing. Okay. Sure. And do you fall asleep easily, or does your mind tend to wander? Right, okay. Perfect. Thank you. And we are already on to section 7. Yes, you're still doing great. Thank you for all of your honest answers. I really appreciate it. So, for this section, on a Friday evening, what sounds more appealing? Going out with your friends or staying in alone? What sounds more appealing to you? Yeah, like if you had to pick for this Friday, which one would you rather do? Okay, good. And how do you prefer making plans? In advance or being kind of spontaneous? Okay, good. How do you tend to recharge? Do you recharge through social interaction or through solitude and some time by yourself? What would you say you lean more towards? Okay, yeah, makes sense. Good. And if you could have dinner with 3 different people, living or dead, real or fictional, who would they be? You can take your time with this one. I know it's kind of tough. Anyone at all. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah. Got it. Thank you. And are you usually the one who reaches out first, or do you tend to wait for others to contact you? Okay. Thank you. All right, we are up to section 8. Yeah, just a few more sections to go. So the first question here is, when you are faced with a big decision, do you tend to trust your gut or do you like to make a pros and cons list? Kind of weigh out your options more strategically. Okay. Good. And would you say that you make decisions quickly or do you need time to think things over? Got it. Have you ever made a major life decision based purely on intuition? With no facts or pros and cons to weigh out, just intuition? And how did that turn out for you? Okay, thanks for telling me. Got it. Okay. And you don't need to give me a lot of detail on this one, but just in general, what would you say is the hardest decision you've ever had to make? Of course. Right, got it. Thank you for sharing. And next is, do you tend to have regrets or do you believe everything happens for a reason? How do you tend to feel? Thank you. Perfect. Okay, we're on to section 9. Now, what emotion do you think that you feel most often throughout the day? Most frequently? Okay. Okay, noted. And is there an emotion that you have difficulty expressing? Okay, that's fair. What makes you feel most at peace? Very nice. That's a good answer. And when you're stressed, does it show up physically in your body? And if so, where do you tend to feel it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. And what is something small that can completely change your mood for the better? Something that always will light up your day. Of course. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you so much for sharing all of those. And we are on to section 10 now. Yes, we're almost there. Now, if money and other obligations were not a factor, what would you want to do most with your time? Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. Thanks for sharing. Next is there a skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't tried yet? Thank you. Oh, that sounds really lovely. Yeah. Next, where in the world would you most want to travel? Okay. How come that place? Why that place specifically? That's valid. Lovely. Well, I hope you get to visit one day. And next, what is something that you'd like to be remembered for? It's a tough one. Oh, I like that. Thanks for sharing. And if your life was a book, what genre would it be? Comedy, drama, adventure, mystery? What would it be? Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're doing so great. Yes, excellent. We are on our final section already, section 11. So thank you for all of your wonderful answers. I really appreciate it. First question here is, do you have any harmless superstitions, like lucky numbers or little rituals that you do? Little superstitions. Got it. And what is something that other people find strange, but that you find completely normal? Okay. Interesting. I bet more people find that normal than you realize. Thanks for sharing. And are you someone who rereads books or rewatches movies? Or do you prefer experiencing new things? Definitely some comfort watches, for sure. Perfect. And do you talk to yourself out loud or just in your head? Okay. I think we all do that. And what is your relationship like with plants? Do they tend to survive under your care? Got it. Awesome. Well, that brings us to the end of our survey. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so grateful. And before I let you go, do you have any final questions? No? Okay, well, I can't thank you enough for participating today. can you let me know where you would like your gift card to? Yeah, it can be any store online that has a gift card available for me to send to you. Okay, yeah, good choice. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I will send that to you via email, the email that you gave me earlier, within the next hour or two. So I appreciate your patience in the meantime. But thank you so much for taking my call. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you had some fun answering these questions with me today. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, you too. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Mhm. Hmm. They were really